All right, we are live.
Uh, we're live. Welcome to everybody. This is Andre and Zion, and we are going to be two of the four hosts at this event just over my shoulder. The Fear
Yeah.
of Grief, Resilience, and Reproductive Journeys that's happening next week, the 19th of August, 7 p.m. BST. And it's led by the main host, which is Christiana T. Johnson, and she's just held a creative, incredible space over the last year. She's built a incredible community around the topic of miscarriage, which isn't really spoken about a lot. And I think what will be interesting is the fact that we, the two who are in this group right now, are males. And I think one thing I've noticed is that I remember speaking to someone about being on this topic, and they were like, "Oh, but you're a guy," and I thought that was a really interesting response because men and women are involved in that process to create life, and they're invested, and everyone is affected. But we are having a very specific role in the talk. So me myself, I'm a burnout prevention coach, so I focus on things like stress. I focus on things like burnout as an emotional exhaustive state, which can often happen as a result of miscarriage. And I'm going to hand you over to one of my other guests as well, the other panel, who's going to introduce himself, and then we'll introduce the other two.
All right, thank you so much, Andre. That was great. When you said we are men, and it's very funny because I've had the same conversation with people. Like, how do you know you're a man? What are you gonna talk about? But like you
Mm,
said, it's a journey that involves two persons, like a man and woman coming together. Yeah, even though we are not women, we've not experienced it per se like a personal thing, but then we have been on this journey
mm,
and we've been there. And this journey is beyond the physical part. It entails the emotional, the mental part that is involved. And it's going to be an interesting journey. I tell you, two male, two female coming together to have a topic, a discussion that affects us. And the
mm,
reason why we are doing it is because when you look at the topic of discussion, it's most times a lonely journey. Why? Because people do not talk about it. The
yeah.
awareness about things like this is very low on a global scale. People do
Mm,
not talk about it. People do not want to share. People would rather keep it to themselves. But we said no. We said no to that. We have to share. We have to bring the awareness because the awareness starts with me. It starts with you. It starts with every one of us. And who knows? There are so many persons who might be going through this right now. Just by this message, we can be able to impact them, to
mm,
inspire them, to position them on how to go, what's the way forward. Well, for those who don't know me, probably you are seeing me for the very first time. My name is Zion Inogero. You're Mr. Positive Energy. And on this topic, I'm coming from a place of positivity and how we can use positivity to shape our mindset, to redirect your focus. And there's a whole lot. But we are not letting the cat out of the bag yet. Because this is a free event. Just to whet your appetite, to get you excited, to
mm,
get you ready for the main event that is coming up next week, Tuesday. It promises to be an interesting time. 2 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. West African and UK time. And it's
mm,
going to be a powerful conversation because, like I said, the awareness starts with you and I. It's our time we come out there to create a safe space where there is no judgment, where there is no condemnation, where you are free to be vulnerable, where you are free to be yourself, and just share and have people around you who are willing to support you, who are willing to encourage you, who are willing to allow you lean on them for strength. Because I tell you, it's a journey that is not easy. As many persons who have been there, probably you have a loved ones who have been there, you have friends who have been there. You can tell it's not an easy journey, but the journey get easier when you have people around you. The journey get easier when you have people who can say, "Let's talk about it. Let's share what's going on with you, what happening with you. Let's have this real conversation." because it's a conversation that is not common. But we want to make it to be common. That's the reason why we are putting this event together. The fear of grief, the fear of grief, resilient and reproductive journey, just to bring that awareness to let people know about what it is entails and to just let you know that you are not alone. The feeling of being alone can be a lot, can be so overwhelming, can be so challenging. And that's where most people tend to throw in the towel and say, I cannot go. But then myself and Andre, we have Noella and our convener um, and Christiana J, Coach J, to put it together just to bring that impact. And I tell you, it promises to be a wonderful conversation, not just for the sake of conversation in itself, but a conversation that is value packed, that is reality packed, because we are not talking from a place of imagination. It's something that you can actually resonate with. Because the people who are going to be sharing with you, we are not strangers to this. It's not something that, we just, okay, we are not imagining this. It's something that we have been part of, first-hand conversations with, and we're going to be sharing with you life story, our personal stories, stories that just to inspire you, to motivate you, and to encourage you, to be part of the conversation. I know I've been talking. Let me not say too much. Let me pass it back to Andrew here, and he has something to say as a.
Yeah, definitely. I was just ready to let you roll because exactly what you're saying is right, man. Because I think, like, statistically, 1 in 4 pregnancies don't reach full term. 1 in 4 pregnancies. And that means it's much more common than I think we really realize. And so, and I think it's 1 in 8 partnerships have fertility issues. So this is a very common issue. And the risk is that people who experience it don't realize this and think they're the exception, which can add to the pressure, can add to the guilt, sometimes shame. It can add to the fear of speaking about it because they think that other people won't understand. They think that other people won't have experienced it. So Christiana's put this all-star panel together to talk about it from all different angles. So she's going to be sharing her experience as a baby loss coach and her experiences as well and how she helps people to get through it. Dr. Noella is going to be talking about preconception, about how to ensure your best chances of getting through to full term. Man like Zion, Mr. Positive Energy, is going to be talking about actually pushing through as well, like how that positivity and hope can actually help us move forward. And I'm going to be talking about the stress and dealing with that pressure from all different angles. So as you can see, it's a really holistic space where the first half of it is going to be open to everyone. There's like a standard seating, which is going to be talking about, each of us is going to have a time to share on the stage some in-depth insight into how you can process some of this stuff, how you can act to increase your chances, etc. And then the second half is going to be for the VIPs, and that's going to be specifically answering your questions. So if there's anything that you've had as an experience and you're not quite sure, if there's any information you've had that's contradictory and you want to know what is your best chance for yourself specifically, you can bring those experiences into the VIP section and we'll respond to you directly. So it's just going to be a space for that. So it's going to be very different to what usually happens on LinkedIn Live. So for those of you who have followed Christiana for the last year in terms of her moving forward community, it's going to be different to those sessions. Those sessions are really about a safe space for us to talk, to share our experiences, which is important. But this is specifically going to be looking at what happens next, what to do with that information, and answering those questions specifically as well. And she, like I said, put together this group of experts to be able to help us do that. And I think going back to what we said at the beginning, it is great that we have both men and women as part of that panel,
Absolutely.
because one of the things that is also important is not just the person who is going through it, but also the people who want to support those people going through it. So there was one particular talk Christiana had, which was talking about men and miscarriage. How do the husbands, how do the partners who are experiencing it too deal with their own grief while also supporting the partner who's biologically going through it, which isn't part of the conversation that's spoken about a lot, because we want to be there for them as well, while also dealing with our own processing as well. So there's lots of different angles that we would have covered over the last year. And thank you to the community who's built up over that year. But this particular event next week, 19th of August, is going to be very different. It's going to be a deep dive. And I encourage you to bring your questions, have a think about the topic beforehand, and reach out to us, whether it's on LinkedIn, whether it's by email. Reach out to us and ask those questions so that we can make it very curated in the space on the 19th so that all your questions get answered. Zion, is there anything else you want to add into this?
Yes, I love what he said, that, what we are talking about now is not just about the person who have gone through it personally, but then it's also about the people that surround them. How does it impact them? What difference does it make? We have Christina with us. Hey, all right, let's go. She's with us in the building. All right, Christina, you're welcome. You made it.
Hey. I'm right here.
Yes, you
How are we
made it.
doing?
We're struggling to
We're
see your.
really good. How are you?
It sounds
We're
like
not
you're on.
seeing your face, but we can hear your voice.
Oh, what a beautiful technology. Can
You again.
you hear me again?
Yeah.
We can hear you, but we cannot see you.
You can't see me. Oh, wow. Sorry?
We can only see a black screen.
Okay, that means that my background is coming off because I've got my background on. We could see it yesterday, right?
Yeah,
But
we could
not
see it.
today. So what's going on?
I've got mine on today.
Sorry
It's
for
something covering.
interruption, folks.
It's okay. It's something covering the camera.
No, there's nothing covering the camera. My camera is okay. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna go out and go back in again.
All right,
Let me
all
try
right,
that.
all right. Great. Just before Christiana came in, Andre mentioned something that, it's also about how it affects the people around, your loved ones, maybe the man, the relatives, because everybody is excited, everybody is happy, everybody is expecting. And then when miscarriage happens, how do they respond? What do they do? Now, because most people do not know how to show up for their loved ones. Yes, they are pain. It affected them, but they don't know how to show up. And one thing that we're going to be teaching you, we're going to be sharing with you on this event, is how to show up for your loved ones. So maybe it might not have happened to you, but you know somebody, you have a friend, you have a colleague, you have a coworker, you have a family member that has gone through this. How will you stand up for them? How will you show up for them? Because it's a season and a time where they need all the support they can. In most cases, some of us, we cannot share. We don't know how to show up for people. Why? Because we might not have experienced it ourselves. But then, what we are going to be doing on this event, you don't have to have experienced it to be able to show up for people. It doesn't have to have happened to you before for you to be able to show up. So these are many more that we're going to be sharing with you, because everybody needs to be aware. Everybody needs to be abreast, because it's a topic, it's a conversation that affects everyone. And like Andre said, he said, we don't realize it's as common as we think. We don't realize it. It's as common. It's as common. It's common. It happens every day. But we live in a society where people don't talk about it. The shame, the guilt, the sadness, the dreams that was shorting, the vision, the plans, the goals that you have been made concerning it that wasn't come to pass. So these are many more that are going to be discussed. So I just encourage you, go in the link. The link is at the event page. For those of us on LinkedIn, you can just click on it and go get your ticket, because you need to be there. Or you have to sponsor somebody. Somebody that needs to hear this. Sponsor somebody, direct the person and say, you know what, you have to be at this event because they are talking about this topic, dealing with miscarriage, dealing with grief, how to move forward, how to bounce back and bounce forward, what to do before and after. These are conversations that we need to have, real life conversation. And we're not coming to joke with you. We have been preparing, we have been getting ready. And I tell you, on that day, you're going to be hearing a whole lot more from different experts. Christina has been on this journey for a while now. She has been bringing more awareness. She has been creating the safe space to let people come in and share and be part of the conversation. But you know what? We want to take it a step higher. We want to take it bigger. Because one thing we believe is that we believe on the power of collaboration. Because together we can do so much more. We all share it from different perspectives, from the man's perspective, from the woman perspective, from the relative perspective, and for everybody involved, being able to a real heart-to-heart conversation, a real heart-to-heart talk on how we can be able to tackle the issue of miscarriage and the topic of miscarriage and grief. It saddens my heart because it's not something we talk about always. It's not something we hear often. People do not talk about it. People just silently go through it. But we don't want you to go through it in silence, in fear, in anxiety, because so many things happen in that process. But then having a people like Andre, like Christiana, like Noella, like Zion, to say, you know what? Come on, let's go on this journey together where we feel you are not alone. It goes a long way, to make you feel better. Not just feel better, but to live better. Because it's not just enough to feel better, you have to live better. Because living better is an everyday feeling better that you experience consistently every day. So this event, I tell you, it's going to be an amazing one. This is just a pre-event. That's the reason why you see that we are not talking too much. We don't want to let the cat out of the bag. We don't want to give you the dose yet. We want to put you in a place of suspense where you can get excited to join us on the 19th. Do not forget the date on the 19th of August. It's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, 7 p.m. West African time, UK time. And for those in America, Eastern time, 2 p.m. And then Pacific time, I think that should be 12 noon. Yes.
Yeah, something around that. Yeah.
PST is 12 noon. PST is 12 noon. While EST is 2 p.m. And you know what? We cannot wait to have you join us, and we are very, very excited. So I think Christina is back with us. All right.
There we go.
Welcome. Here is the convener we have been talking about. Here is the one behind the vision, the one behind the one behind this movement that we are putting together. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Kristen James.
Drum roll. Hello. My goodness, you beautiful, fine people. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're calling us or joining us from today. Boys and ladies and gentlemen, and oh my goodness, special people, wonderful people. It's so good to see you. And for those in the studio, wow, you look amazing. You're both glowing. What's going on?
I think we are all set for Tuesday.
Yes, we are. We're going to bring it, right? We're going to bring it. Oh, what have I missed? What have I missed so far? It's good to have you. Zion, it's good to have you here. We've been talking about you all week. And you're here in flesh. I love it. And as always, those shining beams, they come out.
That's it.
No, my grandma used to say, show me oil 32. I want to see oil 32 all the time. Not one, not two, but 32.
That's what we need to do. We need to show the 32 always. Even going through grief, going through life challenges, we have to keep showing the 32. Now, I will always tell people, I show the 32 is not because I don't go through challenges. I do. I go through challenges. I go through issues. I get tired. I get weak. But you know what? I've made a decision to always show my 32. Whenever you see me, the first thing you will see is my 32.
I love that. I said yesterday, right? I have the best
Yeah.
team, like hands down, the best team. Come on, right? So we're all here smiling, but it's amazing. I want to say thank you for you guys showing your commitment, your support, and being here, and just riding what hasn't been waves so far, just riding the journey of being here, right? It's a special one, and I hope that those that are coming to see us, coming to meet with us, coming to this event are going to feel the vibes that we have that we're bringing, right?
Definitely.
This is us all day long. But it's good to be here. Thank you so much once again. Thank you for your support.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
carry on.
Thank
I
you so
won't
much.
interrupt you. I'll just hand back.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Christiana. We'll share a whole lot about the event. We said it, but nothing beats them hearing from the conveners herself. Nothing beats the feel of, whoa, let me hear from the visionary. Let me hear from the one who has the vision, the brain behind this movement. You know what, guys? I know you've heard from Andre and Zion, but what you heard is just like a tip of the iceberg, because we're just trying our best to put into
Yeah.
words what you are expecting. We're going to give the mic to Christiana now, even as she share her thought and mind with us. Christiana, you know what? We told them that what we are doing today, we are putting them in a place of suspense. We are not letting the cat out of the bag yet. We're just trying to
No,
push it
no.
little by little by little by little.
That's why I said sneak peek, right? I said sneak peek in my post. It's a sneak,
Yeah.
just a tiny piece. And yesterday, I think Dr. Noella did us proud. She was like, I'm going to just dangle that carrot, but pull it back a little bit. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, that's how you do it. So it's great. It's so great. I want to start with the post I did this morning. I had
Yeah.
planned to do a different post. And I thought, and something, my spirit just said, no, do this post because it's relating to what we are, the event we're creating here, you know? And for me, it's obsession, the dangerous obsession that fear can get you into. As we know, miscarriage and baby loss isn't something that we talk about so freely or so easily. The whole purpose of this event is to really highlight the stigma and how much of an impact it can have on those experiencing mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, socially, And as I was writing that post, I said to myself, wow, sometimes we have to look back on our journey, what we've been through, and realize how far, writing that post for me was how far I had come and how much of a purpose that you can make. Because people have that fear of, oh my goodness, will I ever be able to, get back on the journey? Would I be able to conceive? Would I ever be able to even be able to bring a child into this world? But sometimes we've got to look at what the fear can do. And I'm not giving anything away, but my post highlighted the fact that with fear can come dangerous obsession. And in my experience and my journey, that dangerous obsession was everyone that knows that I'm the fitness person, right? I'd work out. But with fear came that blame of my body cannot do this. I must do something. I must keep healthy. I must keep, fit. And I doubled down on my fitness. And that's my go-to. If I'm stressed, it's fitness. If I want to just let my hair down, it's fitness. If I want to get through things, it's fitness. If I'm happy, it's fitness. For some, it's eating. As I said in my post, for some people, it could be, comfort eating. For others, it could be substance misuse. All of us have different ways, or I should say, pain has a different way to manifest itself in us. Fear is what drives the pain that we go through, drives that fear. And the fear gets you into dangerous obsession for some people. And so this is about how do we help you to navigate that fear, but to eradicate it, And when I was writing that, I just said to myself, oh my goodness, I didn't plan to write a post. My post was supposed to be about my event tomorrow. So the miscarriage and baby loss event tomorrow, to remind people of the event that we're going to be having tomorrow, which we do every 2 weeks, right? But as I began that post, I abandoned it. Because I thought to myself, hold on, this has just hit me. And it hit me in that moment and I changed it. And the reality is I was going down to a slippery road because of fear. right? And on that journey, I began obsessively exercising to the point that I dropped down my my body fat levels was below what was recommended or what is recommended.
Yeah.
And my doctor said to me, look, if you keep doing this, you are going to go down the slippery road. So I need you to pause for a moment. In fact, he didn't say to me pause, he just said to me, I need you to stop. Okay? The danger is when you're going through stress, when you're going through trauma, you don't think to stop. So by my doctor saying to me, you need to stop without any further advice on how to stop, right? You walk away, and I had to figure it all out myself. So I say this to say that this is what fear can do. This is the reason why we're doing this event. It's so important that, like I said yesterday, and if you didn't see our live yesterday, please search for it. You will find it, watch it, and on the replay. It's about 40 minutes. Fear has the power to either fuel you into something positive or to hinder you and bring you right down. It has the power to take you down the spiral of burnout, and I almost reached that point because there were so many things to consider. I was working out twice a day, 45 minutes each time minimum, right? Not on a low, moderate level exercise, on a high intensity level exercise. That's what fear can do. And you're exhausted, but you're still working out. At the same time, you're thinking, okay, I'm going to eat right, I'm going to do all these things right. But then I did this before. This is what happened. So it's about really pausing. I said in my post, you need to take that moment and truly pause, and begin to label the emotions that you are avoiding facing. So I'll leave it there. I'm not going to say anymore. But I just wanted to share today to say, look, that was the fear. And again, I relate it to what we said yesterday, and we're saying all along. That fear for me came from the fact that I was given a leaflet as my aftercare, right? Imagine being with professionals, medical professionals that couldn't give you an answer, that didn't have a bedside manner, and also were flippant about what you were going through. Because remember, they see countless patients all the time. And so for you, that would have been, in my case, my second or third experience. For them, they see that day in, day out. That's what they do. And to a certain degree, I questioned back then, and I've also mentioned this in my live. Is it complacency when it comes to professionals? And I do work with professionals to really identify and map that out. Is it complacency? Is it, lack of awareness? What is it? But the whole driving point and what that leaves the patient or the client on the opposite side is fear. Right? Especially when the fear means you don't get answers, or the answers that you were looking for or you're searching for. Because remember, for a lot of people, the fertility reproductive journey is a dream. I mentioned yesterday's live about, so for some people, they are so seeking a rainbow baby. And a rainbow baby is a baby that you experience your first child after miscarriage or miscarriages, right? Imagine that. So in their heads is, am I ever going to have this dream? Is it going to happen? In particular, for those who experience multiple miscarriages, it's an even bigger fear. So yes, I use my mic, and I'm going to say again, guys, you don't want to miss on this opportunity. It is going to be epic. And let's remember from yesterday and from this week so far, my experience of receiving that leaflet, leaflet, which was my aftercare, right? We have gone through these acronyms, and I just thought we're going to do one every day until the event day. And we have a different one for you today. So we're going to go through what we've been through so far. Day 1, day 2 is 1, and I'm going to go through day 3. Andre, if you could do me a favor, and try and go back to the first one.
Oh yeah,
I
I've
will
got.
do the second one from yesterday, and I'll do the third one for today.
Okay,
Um,
no problem. So going back to what Christiana said, a leaflet is all she received, right? Which is not sufficient really in terms of aftercare after something like this. So yes, Zion with the background. Come on now.
yes,
Yes, squad.
love
Uh,
it.
and so these acronyms are really powerful. So on day one of the sharing of these, it was L for love and space that never fades, E for empathy for every journey, A for acceptance for all emotions, F for faith in healing at your pace, L for listening without judgment, E for expectations met with care, and T for togetherness through pain. So that was day one. And then just a second while I find day twos from yesterday.
I've got that already.
Got that one already?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I'll go for days two. Days
ready.
two from yesterday was and still is L, love and light in dark times. E
Mm,
for empathy for every journey. A for assurance, you're not alone. F, faith in your tomorrow. And remember, we said that when it comes to desire, a dream, and a goal, we keep looking forward. And therefore, your faith is in your tomorrow, not just for your today alone. L for listening without judgment. The space that I curate with my LinkedIn Live series is exactly that. It's a space that is non judgmental. We make sure that we care for you. And we said this as well, Andre, that in all of this, the one thing that people are going to understand and know and is very clear to see from our perspective is that we truly care about those we serve.
yeah.
So E is for encouraging hope for you step by step. T is for trusting and together in strength. We're hoping that as you come to our show, as you come to this event, that you're putting your trust in us to deliver and to bring you answers. And
Mm,
you better bet that we're going to do that for you guys, because we understand the journey. I mentioned on Monday the fact that all of us here collectively have years of experience
mm,
in what we're talking about, whether it's burnout, preconception, positivity, miscarriage. There's a wealth of experience in this room. It's powerhouse, right? You're coming to fire. So seriously, we just want to reassure you to let you know that you're coming. We have you. We've got your back, and we're here to support you. So with that being said, today's one is L, again, we're talking about leaflets. Okay. I hope you received the leaflet we're going to be giving you and we're giving you right now. L is love that lasts. E is empathy always. A is acceptance in all moments. F is faith in your healing. L is listening with heart.
mm,
E, encouragement every step. And T, once again, is together in strength. So it takes a village, they say. This event is giving you that village that you need to
mm,
jump on board. So don't hold back. I should say this: don't let fear hold you back. It's the irony is we're dealing with fear, so don't let fear hold you back. For some people, they might be afraid. If you're watching this on the replay, you might be afraid of showing up because you're not sure who's going to be there, or you don't know whether you want to, disclose things. And whatever the fear is, my advice to you is, don't be afraid.
mm,
Come and get some answers. And if you're really so afraid of showing up, invite somebody to come with you for moral
mm,
support.
mm,
You know, there's there's strength in numbers. And so two of you, you're going to feel like someone's got my back. I'm going to show up. Okay, so that's today's leaflet. I'm hoping that you begin to see why this event is going to be one that you cannot afford to miss. That you cannot afford to miss. So thank you, thank you, thank you. For those who are here, please do not be afraid to write in the comments. If you have any questions, by all means, send us an email, admin@postmiscarriage.com. Address again is admin@postmiscarriage.com, or follow us. There's Zion, Andre, myself, Christiana T. Johnson. There's Dr. Noella, also on all of us on LinkedIn. Find us, stalk us, feel free. But we look forward to see you at this live event, and every day this week until the event date itself. Next Tuesday. Oh my goodness, we haven't got long to go. I'm like on the edge of my seat, excited. So at the end of this, feel free by all means to contact us, and secure your seat, your spot. Don't miss it. You haven't got long left. Okay. All right.
Yes.
I'm going to hand
The link,
over.
the link is on the screen. The link is on the screen, so you don't have to go too much.
Thank you.
Email is on the screen. The link is on the screen that you can be able to email us and reach out to us, because we are waiting for you. We believe that it's a journey that we all have to be part of. No one deserves to be alone. No one deserves to go through fear and grief all by themselves. And I tell you, it promises to be a life transforming journey.
Yeah.
If we mention this again, and I'm going to say it, it might not be you, but you know somebody. You have a friend, a co-worker, a colleague, somebody you know that needs this. Please invite them. Sponsor 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can sponsor 10 persons to be here, please do. Why? Because they will need this, and they will be grateful for you for showing them the path to bounce forward, going through grief and fear. It's let me not say too much. Let me not say too much.
Oh, you're teasing them. You're teasing them. You're teasing them. But yes, thank you guys. It's just one of those things that we often say we want to do something. I'll wait till tomorrow. I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it in hours. I've learned in life and experience that when something hits you, when you find or see something so good, don't wait. Get ready to stream instantly, because you'll forget. Or you can set yourself a timer. When a timer comes, we have this habit of clicking off timer and carrying on what we're doing. Don't wait. Go and secure your spot. Go and secure your seat. And if you're kind enough to sponsor somebody else. If you're an organization that's watching this and you'd want some of your delegates to come and find out, again, this is not about just those who've experienced miscarriage and baby loss. It's also for those who perhaps know of somebody or just want to learn how to help someone to come away from fear, to navigate this, what they're going through, and help them be that buddy. I tend to say buddy because there are two people, right? You'll always get support. So if you want to support somebody else, come along, get this knowledge so that you can go and be the right support. Be that person that wants to do that. Okay? Be that person. So that's what I'm going to leave you with this afternoon. And I hope that we have given you enough. I mean, we're going to be here tomorrow. We're going to be a day after. We're going to keep bringing it. If you miss us, replay.
Exactly. And the reason why we're doing that is because it's so important, right?
Yeah.
It's something where we don't know if we don't know how the algorithms are working and all these kind of things.
Yes.
So we want to make sure this reaches the right people at the right time. One of the things we said yesterday is you don't want a situation where you knew about something and you knew somebody who needed it, and then they realized that you didn't share it with them, knowing that they were going through it. And so we want to make sure that everyone sees this. So if you're watching, even if you're watching this on the replay, make sure to send it to someone. And it might be a situation where, they might have fear alone of even being in a space like this. They might be worried, they might be cautious, there might be anything, but that at least they know about it so that when they're ready, they can show up. And just doubling down on what Christiana said, if you're a company who's worried about your employees, your teams, and you want to support them, then this might be something you can offer to them as well, especially if you're in HR and somebody comes to you about experiences. What we often find is that people who are going through this, there may not be something legally to support them. If it's a miscarriage, is it in your policy to give them time off? Is it in your policy to support them with coaching and therapy and things like that? And if it's not, well, especially if it's not, then this might be one of the things that they may need. Because otherwise people suffer in silence when they don't feel seen, when they don't feel heard, when they don't feel they can speak up and ask for help. They might need the help but not say anything at all. And you start to see that in changes of behavior, physical, mental,
Performance.
performance, things like that. And so if you're worried about someone, please do share this with them. And if you're worried about yourself, please do come and join us as well.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. It's funny you say that. I have had employers who say, well, this person's been off for such a long time. I need my staff in and I need X, Y, and Z. And we do know that in the UK alone, miscarriage and baby loss costs the economy to the tune of just shy of 500 million a year. So I hear what employers are saying, but you can help. You can be that employer that does so. And I know the government has recommended 10 days off for miscarriage. The reality is it's so different for each situation and each case. So you've got to take each employer workforce on its own merit. How do you do that? How do you know if someone is afraid? How are you going to support them if you do not know what they possibly could be experiencing? That's why this is important. And beyond that, I'm saying this not just to employers, but every single person that is engaging with this, this live right now, or who's engaging in replay that comes to the event, you have the support beyond the event date.
Yes.
If you go away, you have a question or you want something and so on and so forth, you still have us. You still have this, group of, I call best team ever with us, and you still have us. You can still reach out and speak with us. You can still also work with us collectively or individually. So, but think of this as a good place of session for you to be able to get some answers, but also know that we are here to support you beyond this. And there is more that we can offer you depending on what you are going through. And I'm going to reiterate what I said on Monday. When you come to the event, I know it might be your first time, or it's your first time of being in a space like this. I understand. Once again, you might be worried or fearful of disclosing completely, but it's important that you know that it's a judgment-free space. It's going to be on Zoom, as private Zoom, event, whereby not like LinkedIn, people can just jump in and listen and so on and so forth. The reality is you'll be given a link to join in once you have secured the seats, right? So the reassurance for you is it's a personal, private space, and therefore we are looking to you to be able to come with especially with VIPs, to be able to come with your shares, your stories, your questions. I said this yesterday. Write them down. Write them down with what you're going to come with. For those who are going to be securing their VVIP, because Eventbrite does VVIP. Right? So we have a VIP standard and a VVIP, very, very, very important person standard too, right? For those who are the double VIP, as I like to call it, you have the opportunity to come with a question that is personally for you that can be answered within this space. And it just means that we're taking care of you personally. As I likened it yesterday, it's like having a personal trainer or a private doctor, because we actually do have a medical doctor as part of this team. So what more can you want? So really and truly, don't forget, if you give us the full story, the full picture of your situation whilst you're with us, it means that we can do our best to give you, in fact, we'll give you the answers for your situation. If you tell us half a story, what happens is we may end up giving you the wrong formula for your situation. So my advice is always, please, I know as difficult as it is, we may feel like strangers at the beginning, but trust me, by the time we get through to the whole of the program, we will not be strangers anymore. We won't be strangers anymore. And so I urge you, come, Give us your story. Tell us what you're going through, and we will be here to give you answers. Thank you. I give my mic. I'm going to go over to Zion. Here's the mic.
All right. Thank you so much, Andre and Christiana, and everyone who has joined us today. For those who will be joining the team replay to watch the replay of this event, want to say very big thank you. Get yourself ready because this is one of a kind. It has never happened before. Go and search online. It has never happened before. This is the first that is happening. That we are creating a space like this. So it's a space like no other. So prepare and get ready. Don't worry, tomorrow we'll be here again. You're going to be seeing us again tomorrow. Don't get tired of seeing our faces. Don't get tired. You're going to be seeing us tomorrow. So I want to say a very big thank you for joining us for Team Replay. If you're watching replay, just tap Team Replay so we can know that you're watching the replay. And then if you come across this event, please share, repost, send to that friend, that colleague, that family member that needs to hear this. Because it's all about bringing awareness. The more, the merrier. And together we can do so much more to make the impact and create more value in the world. All right, we have Rosemary joining us. She's saying hello, everyone. Yes, it has never happened before. Indeed, it has never happened before.
Hi, Rosemary. Good to see you.
It has never happened before, and we are bringing it. So with that, for today, we want to say a big thank you. We appreciate you. Yes, Rosemary says she's Team Live. She's not Team Replay. She's Team Live.
Yeah, Team Live. In the building, right?
Yeah. All right, guys. So we'll meet again tomorrow. I'm meeting again tomorrow. So stay safe, be open, and be ready for more information every day till we get to Tuesday, which is a grand finale. So with that, we say have a great day, have a great morning.
Shall we tell them? Sorry, shall we tell them what time we're meeting them tomorrow? So it'll be same time.
Yes.
Same time tomorrow.
Yes.
So 1 p.m. same time tomorrow. I think on Thursday, the Friday will be at 7 p.m. So yes. So every day's a different day, unfortunately.
That's cool.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Thank you.
Right.
Take care.
Everyone.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.